Hi everyone, this is episode 28, and in our usual style, I say habari, that's hello in Swahili. For today's episode, we're going to be looking at the special and differential treatment provisions under the Protocol on Trade in Services. Considering that the various state parties have their own diverse needs and constraints and different economic conditions, the AFCFTA agreement has made provisions for circumstances that special and differential treatments has to be accorded to state parties. This is basically to encourage increased and beneficial participation in trade and services by all the parties. So we are going to be looking at the provisions today. There are 3 of them, and we will be considering the 3 of them one after the other. The first provision is that state parties shall provide special consideration to the progressive liberalization of service sectors, commitments, and modes of supply, which will promote critical sectors of growth, social and sustainable economic development. For the benefit of those that do not know what progressive liberalization means, that's basically the elimination or reduction of barriers to trade and services. And I had mentioned in previous episode that there are 5 priority sectors that are currently being negotiated under the AFCFTA. So there are ongoing negotiations in respect, and they are the financial sector, communications, transportation, tourism, and business services. So as that's been finalized, or as more information is released in respect of that, I will be sharing on the podcast. So basically, that's the first one. Then the second one, just like I had stated earlier, there are diverse needs and constraints that are being faced by state parties. So state parties are to take into account challenges that may be encountered by state parties and offer flexibilities. What does this mean? So because state parties are different stages of development, not all the state parties are all developed within a certain phase, or there are some that are better developed, there are some that are least developed, and as a result of that, they might not be able to all implement the provisions at the same time or within the same period. So what the agreement has provided for now is you can offer flexibilities, have some sort of transitional period within a framework of action plans. That's look at it on a case-by-case basis. What are the special economic conditions, development needs, trade needs, finance needs of a state party in deciding, okay, this is the time frame within which you have to implement the provisions of the protocol. So that is what it's, so that the least developed ones will be able to also have their own time to be able to implement. This is just like I said, to promote the interest of all parties, encourage everyone, look at it. You can't use a single basis for all the parties. You have to look at it on a case-by-case basis. So that's the second provision. Finally, the state parties are to accord special considerations to the provision of technical assistance and capacity building through continental support programs. So that's basically making provisions to help the ones that require assistance, so offer some sort of technical assistance. There are old capacity building programs to help them, that's to assist possibly the least developed ones, or the ones that require help. That's what it is. And so this is where we end it for today's podcast. And as usual, the podcast is just for educational purposes only. If you need expert advice, please reach out to a trade consultant, or you can reach out to me. And until next week, Thursday, I say bye-bye.